Well, hello there, it's the Archivist from TradingCardArchives.com, and I'm up here this morning to open some more mail. I was absolutely not expecting to do this, and I know I often say that like I don't know what this is going to be, but in this case, I legit have no clue what this is. I went through all the orders, and there aren't that many. There's like three left, and they're all in China according to tracking. So, uh, this it must be one of them. It just got here early, and the tracking didn't update, but I don't know which one. Uh, yeah, so it's a very true mystery to me this time, which is kind of fun, right? Oh, okay, I figured it out right away. So this is yeah, okay. So and again, like it says this is in China, so I don't know why this is here right now because yeah, they claim this is not here, but apparently, obviously it is here in my house. Weird. Okay. And like yeah, so this order came from Dream Card Store, which is one of a store I kind of like. I don't know. I don't order from them too often, but I go there sometimes. Although their store's a little broken right now. Like if you go right now and you try to browse anything, you hit like all products, it'll say there's no products or something like that. So it's like kind of a little bit broken there. But anyway, so yeah, this is what I ordered from them. I got another one of the Demon Slayer. This is that really weird Demon Slayer Pokemon waifu hybrid set. And yeah, I didn't misspeak there. It's a mix of Pokemon and Demon Slayer, but then it's also waifu cards. It's weird. I love it. I have like one box that I opened a little bit of, and I loved it so much. I was like, I'm gonna get another one. But I think I'm gonna save this and actually I'll leave this as a giveaway maybe. I don't have a lot now. I have to actually prune it because I have 20 giveaway boxes right now over there, and I kind of have to prune that down. I don't know. I can't fit 20 in a closet. Like what I want to do is put them all in a box, put that box in a closet, but I can't do that with 20 because they don't fit in the box. So, eh, anyway, I'll figure it out. But yeah, maybe I'll give this one away too. And then these are the actual reason that I put that order in. So that other box I just picked up kind of as an extra. But yeah, this is. I mean, I can't. It's very dark, and I don't know the actual writing here, but it's something like Auto Beauty or something. It's waifu cards, but with cars and with like real cars. So it'll have like a Bentley and a Rolls Royce, Lamborghini, Ferrari, all that kind of stuff will be in here. And the cards kind of feature those cars and some motorcycles too, some fancy street bikes and stuff. So I don't know the motorcycles as well, but I know the cars really well. And I actually, I don't like these days. I drive a Prius Prime, so I'm kind of kind of an old lame man these days. But in my youth, I would drive Jaguar sports cars around. So I really love Jaguar cars. And I follow their racing teams still pretty closely, so I know quite a bit about that kind of stuff. And so when I saw this pop up, I was like, "Oh, I'm definitely going to pick that up and check it out." And then, of course, I got two boxes just in case if it's really good, I'll give one away. But if it sucks, I'll just open both. So I am also drinking my coffee still. So, and then this I think is just going to be like a bonus. I think with Dream Card Store, like certain orders, they give you a bonus metal card. I think that's what this is gonna be. Actually, maybe it's a couple metal cards. Interesting. Huh. Wasn't expecting that. So yeah, we got actually three metal cards. Huh. Well now. Yeah, I really wasn't. Oh, and this is Goddess Story Halloween metal cards. Okay, so we got two. We got two Goddess Story medals. Both numbered too. Wow, that is kind of nice. And that they're both like Halloween cards is pretty cool too. Huh. Well, I don't feel like I deserve this many metal cards. That's crazy. And then this one is a Demon Slayer card. Oh, how cool. Not, it's not limited. These ones are actually limited though. So I kind of want to go, just see if I can, gosh, I don't know if I'll be able to, but let me go see if I can comp this at all. I'll be right back. Well, I'm really confused now. So both of these cards, are listed on eBay right now. There's like two of these and a couple of these up there, and they've sold before too, and they're all right about $25 and pretty consistently, right? So I would say that these cards are worth 25 bucks each, which means I'm holding $50 worth of cards. These did not cost $50. Like, they gave me more value in promo here than I ordered from them. This is a very strange thing for them to do. I have to guess that maybe they just. I honestly don't. Honestly, I don't know. They must just not have access to eBay there because I cannot explain that. I don't think they know. I don't think the vendors know who I am yet. I don't think I matter. I really don't think I'm big enough for anyone to care. So, uh, but yeah. Anyway, wow, how crazy. Okay. So then, okay, back to this. So since these are here, and I am kind of actually excited to look at them, I am gonna rip one of these today. So I'll open one entire box of this. Uh, Again, just, well, maybe not. I don't know. We'll see what's in there. Maybe we'll only do half. I can't remember. I think there might be quite a lot of cards in these. Uh, there's no markings on the boxes at all, which is a great sign. We always like to see that. But what I want to do is random because I don't want to open like the good one and then give away the bad one, you know? Like, so I want to random and make sure that it's kind of fair. So I'm going to go to random.org and I'm going to roll, well, I'm going to roll two-sided dice, which is like flipping a coin basically. And we're going to do that 3 times. And the third result will be the one that I open. So first result is 1, second result 2, and third is 1. So I'm going to open this one. And this one I will save. And again, I don't know if I'll give it away or what. Yeah, I don't know if it's any good, right? I have no idea about this set. I don't think anyone else opened it yet. When it was announced, most of the people were just making fun of it. So I think I might be the only person who cared enough to actually pick this up. But we'll see. We'll see. But you know me, I don't want to just do this. So let me pause and I'll change the title and I'll set up a little bit of other stuff so that we have some car-related cards on the table that aren't necessarily this one. Okay, so I'll be right back. I'm going to pause here. All right, I am back. I got out, and not everything, but I got a couple of my car-related cards, I guess. So why don't we get this open, and then we'll figure out how we're going to build the table using some of this stuff. And there's a couple other things we could get to if, in case this isn't enough. But first we kind of need to see what's in this, right? Because I just can't remember. I remember it being like a lot. I think it was like 50 cards or something in a box. But anyway, it's some larger number. But honestly, this box is not giving me a lot of confidence in this set. It's not a bad box. Like it's a honestly pretty high quality box. The problem is it's got that like really dark foil to it, and that doesn't bode well for the cards, maybe. And I also don't know this company at all. I've never heard of this company. How do we open this then? Oh, I have it upside down. Okay. This is the top here. All right, well, it's really shiny. Packs are just kind of laying in there. And yeah, that's about it, I guess. Okay, so, and then for packs, you're getting 10. So, honestly, that's not so much. We could do all that right now. So, no markings anywhere on these two. Like, yeah, besides this logo, there's basically zero information about who made this. I think the flyer might say, but honestly, I can't remember. If we pull anything interesting, I'll pull the flyer up, but Yeah, let's let's wait and see because I don't know if you can tell that I have not a lot of faith in what I'm opening right here. So okay, so we got 10 of those. Why don't we add to that? I don't want to do too many. I don't know. God, left. I have only 3 of these left. These are really expensive. So I'm only gonna do one more of these. I'm gonna save 2. I'm sorry. I'm not gonna open the rest of those yet. I'll do 1 pack of that, and I'll save the rest of those. What's in Formula 1? Maybe we can do more of that. Oh yeah, I forgot these blasters come with like 10, I think 10 packs inside of them. So yeah, there were a lot in there still. We can do 3 of those. And then this is my that's not the guy from The Office. That's a driver of NASCAR. This is my Donruss Racing hobby box. Yeah, we haven't pulled much from this yet, and there are like memorabilia cards and things like that could be in here. So why don't we? Actually, let's do. Yeah, we'll even it out. We'll do 2. Yeah, okay, cool. Sorry. Usually I make those choices off camera so that you don't have to watch me do it, but in this case I just figured I'd make the choice right here. So how do we want to start? Why don't we start with what I think everyone probably is most interested in, these initial D cards. These cards ostensibly came out with the Sound Tune movie in Hong Kong, and I mean, I could believe that. I still don't think they're legit cards, as in I don't think they are licensed. And that just comes from talking to a bunch of people about them over time and seeing some of the other like actual licensed sets that exist. I don't think these are licensed cards at all. They're still nice. I mean, you can see here they're pretty cool. We got that was not a good pack actually. That we did not pull much there. These are all, you can tell from the backs the rarity, and these are all tier 8 or tier 7, but basically the lowest tier, which is too bad. I've never really pulled anything good from those packs, so yeah, maybe I should just rip the rest of it at some point and just be done with it. But yeah, there's some initial D for you. And you know, why don't we just do it? I don't know why I'm even saving that anyway. I'm never gonna... We're opening cars. Let's do the cars. Let's just get it done. Yeah, let's open the rest of these and say goodbye to Initial D. It was a good set. A lot of interesting cards, and I love the Initial D franchise. They make some awesome arcade games. Like, if you ever get to one of those game centers with the tickets and stuff, sometimes they'll have arcade games there too. And if they have Initial D, any of the Initial D machines, check them out. They're a lot of fun to play, actually. Yeah, so very cool. Looks like we're getting basically the same exact pack again. I would call this like the default low-end pack, because there's no, not even a TSR, which would be kind of a tier 6 card, like 1 tier higher. No, these are all the lowest tier cards. But we have 1 more pack, so maybe the last pack will get us there. They're still cool. Like, the artwork is really good on them and stuff. What's up here in this corner? So they're a little bit out of the bright light there. 1 more. Yep, we're gonna get 3 cards, and we got something because it's got a slightly darker back. It's a ZR. Okay, so that's level 6. Yeah, so we did not get any of the numbered cards, none of the chase. We really, from that entire box, we didn't even get any like tier 4, 3, 2, 1, none of those cards at all. So there's a lot of this set we did not see, but it's also so expensive. I mean, it's almost $40 for one of those boxes, which I know it seems cheap here in the States, but for cards that are likely counterfeits, paying that much is already difficult. So paying more would be tricky. So I probably won't get more. But anyway, there's the rest of my initial D cards. Now we've seen those. Why don't we look at one NASCAR, like a real NASCAR pack, and then one real F1 pack, and then we'll get into the cards of the day here, so to speak. So there's like eight cards in each of these packs. Don Russ is mostly a retail level product, so it's going to be paper cards like this for the most part, right? You're not going to get a lot of chrome or anything like that in here, but there are different inserts, so that's kind of where the potential value of this comes from, are the inserts and the parallels. So like this is a parallel because it's got the gray there. Here's a Metal Masters. I don't exactly know what that is. Oh, I think I pulled one of these before. They're not numbered, but they're like a pretty high level insert. Is this still valid? When does this expire? I can't ever remember. Oh, okay. Yeah, so this actually is still valid. If you want to try to win yourself a trip to the Daytona 500, you just got to enter that code before December 31st. So if you can get that code in before December 31st, you get yourself a chance to win. I have no interest in going to the Daytona 500, so thank you very much. But you're welcome to try and use that. Here's a chrome, so you get one chrome card in every pack. You're always hoping for a numbered, but at least we got a prism. But this is probably the hit of that pack, if I had to guess. I can't, honestly, I think these go for like a couple dollars actually. So let me go comp this card just really quick, and then I'll be right back. Well, I was spot on. It's $1. So yeah, basically $1, $1.50, something like that. Not much, but still, when you're talking about these low-end retail cards like that, that card pays for the pack, right? Not that anyone's ever going to actually get around to selling that, but if you did, you could earn the pack cost at least, so it's not horrible. And I do know some people on Instagram who sell dollar cards like that. It can work. You just have to be really efficient, because when you sell at the low end like that, even your own time will eat your profit, because you're looking, maybe 15 cents, 20 cents profit per sale is about what you're looking at. And so if you spend a minute packing that, you've wasted that profit, right? So you need to find a way to do that more efficiently than you would ever think in order for that to really be profitable and work. But people do make it work, so you can do it. Not for me, probably. So here we have these are F1 cards. They're also the low-end retail cards. So these are the lowest of the low-end retails. There still can be nice parallels and numbered cards. I don't think there can be autos. Or if there are autos, they're going to be incredibly rare in these cards. Because they came from a blaster and they're retail, so the odds are going to be super, super low. But here, why don't we put Fernando Alonso on top? Yeah, he's not really that great of a driver, but anyway, he's there. He exists. I'm going to drink some coffee. All right, now 20 minutes into the video, we will finally open one of these packs up. Sorry. I do put timestamps on the videos now, so you can at least jump to right here. But yeah, I tend to draw things out more than a lot of other people. Sorry about that. I'm not really sorry. It's what I do. Okay, so what are we getting? Four cards? Looks like, yeah, maybe 4 cards in the pack. All right. And this is gonna be like, oh no, 5, okay. These are kind of, guess, oh wow, the card back is very uh, generic. So there's a single card back. That's kind of a hallmark of a cheaply printed set. But still, we'll get some interesting stuff here, I think. What is that? That's a Volvo of some kind there? I really think that's just a Volvo, like, sedan, like a, like the kind of car you would drive to work, right? I don't think that's a very fancy car. No, that's a Lexus, a little bit fancier, although still, like, I don't know why, but I was expecting, high-end cars here. Ooh, that's a little bit better. That's, are these like Chinese manufactured cars maybe? And then they look like that? That could be what's going on. This is an Urus, so that's that super ugly Lamborghini. Maybe I should sleeve this one because that's TGI. Lamborghini SUV. If you've seen one of those, you know exactly what it is. If you've never seen one, they're really ugly. That's basically their whole thing. That's their whole thing. They're super ugly. Uh, I'm being mean. They're I guess they're okay, but man, they don't look good. They really don't. And here in LA, people will just like park those on the street. Uh, Seems weird, right? But you can just be walking down the street and there'll be like a lime green Urus just parked right there, right? It happens all the time here. Yeah, not not the car for me probably. BMWs here are a little nicer, but like I said, I'm really I love the Jaguars. They're just so nice. I like them because they're different. No one else has them. That's the primary reason. It's like everything I do. So what is that? That's an LS7. I mean that's a Rolls Royce, right? With this grill on the front like that. They don't put the hood ornament on them anymore because they kept getting stolen, but I think that's what that is. That's a Cadillac. So there's SR. Oh, here's something. Oh, an SSR. Okay, and so that's one of the bikes. I think that's just like a delivery bike. I'm probably making fun of something there. I don't know motorcycles as well. Sorry. I'm gonna say I don't know motorcycles at all. Would be more true, I think. So I don't know. Card quality wise, these aren't probably the best. Like they're very dark. The art is kind of hidden away because of how dark they are. They have a lot of common elements. Like this background is exactly the same on all of these. It's just tinted a different color. And then the back of the card is exactly the same on all of them, which is another like kind of not the best sign. But I don't know, maybe we'll pull something awesome and they'll change my mind. But for now, I'm not too sold on these. Uh, so that's just a BMW again, right? I think well, it's a TGR, it must be a 7 series, but it doesn't actually look like a 7. Kind of looks like the SUV to me. Maybe that's the SUV. Oh, yeah, it says right on it, SUV. I'm so dumb. Okay, yeah, that's the X5 SUV, of course. God, dumb. Okay. Um, that looks like a better looking motorcycle to me. I guess I like that style more than the kind of longer delivery bike style of that. It's a Rush 1000. It's another Cadillac. And oh, these things, what are those called? Maserati, right? Maserati. And that's the Ghibli, that's the sedan version. These also incredibly popular here for some reason. Uh, Whenever I see those cars, I always just think they're gonna fall apart. You know what I mean? The tolerances on them are just like non-existent. Like you can stick a pinky finger between quarter panels on these kinds of things, just rattle all the time. They're just like, I mean, maybe they're all, I've never been inside one, so maybe they're amazing on the inside, but from the outside, those things just look like they are gonna fall apart. Like they do not look like well-built cars at all. Which I should probably stop talking because the Jaguars are worse. They got a lot better once Tata bought them, but man, when Jaguar was on their own, they were really, really bad at making a car that did not just fall apart immediately. Really bad at it. Never buy a used Jaguar from the from the 90s through the never buy a used Jaguar before the year like 2020. Basically, just don't do that. We haven't pulled a single one yet either, which is kind of annoying. Because we pulled quite a few cards, but no Jags yet. These, Audi. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm staring right at one. Okay. God, I'm really bad at this. That's an XFL. So Jaguars line up almost always they start their cars with X. So they have like the XJ, the XF, the XR, the XS, all these ones, right? Um, this XF is their kind of high-end luxury car, so it's for like executive transport. And what I mean by that is, especially this L, it's a long version of it. And so the back of that car is kind of set up like a private limousine almost. It's going to have like reclining seats and like a work desk and all that kind of stuff, right? And the cabin up front is more designed for a professional driver and not for like a person to drive, right? And so whenever you see these cars, any of them, there's BMW 7Ls, there's XFLs, Mercedes makes Maybach, right? That's their executive transport line. Whenever you see those cars being driven by a person, and they've got their arm out the window and music blasted and they're acting all cool, I just double over. I like literally double over laughing when I see that because I'm just like, you, you are the silliest person. Not only do you have like $300,000 that you can just burn apparently, but you also are incredibly dumb, like really, really stupid. And the salesperson that sold you this car deserves like an Oscar. They deserve like salesperson of the century award for getting you into that car and getting you to believe that it was cool like that, right? Imagine it's to me it's like I don't even know. It's like you're like basically saying I'm a chauffeur and like I'm a cool chauffeur. Like it's such a weird thing to do because they make an XF that is designed for a driver to drive, right? They have like owner driven XF models. And then they have the executive transport model. Same with Mercedes, right? You can get a Mercedes, get like a super awesome SLS, really cool, like owner driven car, meant to be driven, like looks awesome. You're going to look cool in it. You can do that. That's 300K, right? Or you can get a Maybach executive transport for 300K and look like a chauffeur. Like, why would you do this? It's such a. Okay, so I'm going to stop talking about that. Sorry. Anyway, I get fired up about cars. Sorry. And I don't, like I said, I don't really do anything with cars anymore. I used to own very expensive cars, but now I don't. I have a Prius Prime, which is an electric car, and I drive around in that. There's a PT. That's kind of cool looking. It's got a very different look to it. That's a Ghibli? No, that's the Maserati sports car. I forgot the name of it. It's probably written on this card somewhere, and I just can't see it. But yeah, that is the what is that thing called? I feel so bad now. Oh wow, and we got a CP in there too. What is CP is a uh that's a Jaguar F-Type, isn't it? This rim, right? Like that's Jaguar's rim. I'm pretty sure of that. If I'm wrong, let me know, but they kind of make their rim look like the British flag a little bit. And I think that's what that is. That's pretty cool. I like, well, I mean, those cards look much better than the others, so those are great. Kind of cool too. Oh, that's that Ninja 400. Okay. Man, I used to work up north in California, like the San Jose, the Silicon Valley area, basically. And when I lived up there, I knew this woman, this Korean woman who owned yeah, I don't know much about bikes, but she owned one of these Ninja, Kawasaki Ninja bikes like that. And it was apparently like a really, really awesome one. Like I have no idea. She was crazy rich, so she's probably the best one they make. And she's tiny, right? Like this, like tiny, tiny little person. And she would just get on that bike and like just like tear hell through the parking lot on that thing. It was nuts to watch. Because motorcycles, like I don't, I've never actually driven one, but they're like physics driven, kind of like a bike, like a pedal bike, right? Where you have to lean in order to steer them and stuff. And if you're not using your body with the vehicle, you're gonna just crash all the time, right? So she must have gotten like so good at that because she doesn't have much weight, right? So she's like jumping from one side of the bike to the other to move it around. It's yeah, it's crazy to see. Here's another PT. What do we got there? Oh, it's that same Maserati again, isn't it? I think that's the exact same one. This and this, these are the same car. What is that called? Chris Grant. Hang on, I'm gonna pause because that's really bothering me. I gotta figure out what that car's called. I'll be right back. Yeah, so I'm thinking of the Gran Turismo, but that is not what that is. That's actually the Quattroporte, which is their sedan again, which is another car you and I yeah I don't anyway you see that one driven around LA a lot by certain demographics and it's another one where it's kind of silly because they will always buy the executive transport version of it because it's the most expensive version and then they'll drive it. I'm just like, hire a driver. Like the point of that car is to sit in the back. That's where you're supposed to sit, and the front is for the drive. Okay. Okay, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. People can do what they want to do with their money, but my good lord, there are better ways. There are better ways to spend money than that. Here we go. Buy trading cards. Don't do that. Don't never do that. That's a horrible idea. Don't ever do that. Okay, back here. F1 cards. We're looking for like anything kind of special, numbered, anything that might have auto on it. And we got nothing, which is fine. Very typical here. We got some insert at least. This is Bounce, Rock, Race, and Roll, I guess. And that's a rookie driver. Chinese driver, interesting. I don't know. I don't I don't follow F1 super closely. So I only know kind of the major events in that one. Same with NASCAR. I really don't follow that well anymore. That is one where my dad and my little brother just love NASCAR. So like when I was a kid, we would sit on the couch and watch NASCAR races for like 8 hours straight on some Sundays or something. Yeah, that's why I can't stand it anymore. But yeah, I've watched a lot of NASCAR in my life. It's really like with NASCAR, with any racing, it's more of an endurance sport than anything else. You don't, you might not think that, but get in a car, get in get in a car like that doesn't have all the electric assist and has all the padding and everything removed to lower its weight and is all like rickety and the smoke goes like right in your face and is super hot all the time and has no AC, and then drive in like 100-degree sun on a blacktop road for 4 hours in the middle of the afternoon, right? That's what it is. And so that's why it's more of an endurance sport than anything else. Like the few moments of passing someone or doing like a cool overtake, that's like such a minor part of the actual race. And so that's why I think games like Gran Turismo and even Forza Motorsport to a way, they capture this well when they make you do those like 200-mile races, right? And you have to sit there for like hours. Just go. That's what a real race car driver does, right? And you have to keep doing it and not make a mistake, right? Because with F1, it's even more. Because if you make a mistake in an F1 car, you lose the race and probably die. So, in a NASCAR, at least there's some chance you'll live. But yeah, so those things go crazy fast. I mean, they're much safer these days. But man, back in the day, F1 car, you crash that, you're not walking away. That's a Tesla. Huh, I guess that makes sense. Model F, Model S. I've driven in a lot of Teslas. I do not. I don't own any. I'm probably never going to own one, but yeah, I've driven in many. I've been driven in them. I've had like. There's places in California that are like so rich that even the Ubers are Teslas. It's strange, but yeah, up north that happens quite a bit. There's something in this, right? Like, I don't know what, but some kind of something is in here. Something really thick, right? It might be a blank. So sometimes they put blanks in here to kind of trick you into thinking you got a, not really to trick you, but to prevent you from weighing packs, because you would weigh this pack and think it had something, but if that's a blank, it doesn't. But we'll find out. We'll get there and we'll find out. First, we got some regular cards. Car. Lady driver. It's a blank. That's unfortunate. I mean, I knew it was a blank, but still. So it's just literally a blank card. They put it in there to kind of make the pack weigh a little bit more. Looks like we got something here, something shiny. Let's see. Oh, here's another code if you want it. Go ahead and try to enter that. If you win, let me know. Although, you're probably not going to win. So here's a Dale Earnhardt Jr. This is just a optic retro, so it's a chrome card at least, but not that fancy. Whereas this, I think, is actually kind of fancy. I mean, it looks fancy. I have no idea if it's actually worth anything. But yeah, let me go comp it, and I will be right back. Yeah, so it's another. It's worth a little bit more than that, like $2.30. But that's about it. But interestingly, this card seems to be one that people get signed a lot. There's quite a few like wet signature cards for sale on eBay, which what that means is like it's this card, but someone took it to an event and had this driver sign that card with a pen, right? Or you have to believe that that's what happened, because this isn't there's no auto version of this. So, but anyway, kind of an interesting card to get, and again, like pays for those packs, so that's kind of cool. I'm gonna do one more of these, then we'll do the last F1, and then yeah, we can kind of talk about this set and see what we think about this all. Sorry, it got to be like a 40-minute video, but we opened a lot of cards in our defense. So there's another bike. Sorry, I don't know the bikes. That's kind of the problem. And it's sad because I have a lot of friends, like I said, that are really big into motorcycles. But I just never got into it myself. Oh, that's a Rolls Royce again, right? A Ghost? I think that's a Ghost. Oh, this is not an executive transport car. That is actually meant to be driven by, the owner of the car. Although they make an executive version of it, but the Ghost version is meant to be driven. All right, F1 again. And what we're looking for here are the inserts and anything numbered. Kind of cool, but probably not worth much. So looks like we didn't get much from F1 today. That's okay. Those cards are very low end. In fact, you can pick up an entire hobby box of that exact product from Dave and Adams right now for like $30. It's really on fire sale. I mean, that's more speaking to the entire market, I guess, which is not great these days. The trading card market has been dropping for a while and is, maybe at a bottom right now. It's rough. But over in our area here, where we are already at the bottom, we can't get any lower, right? We're already looking at bootleg cards being sold for like 9 cents a pack. So yeah, we can't get much lower than this. So we're doing just fine over here. We can only go up. All right, so interesting, I guess. Yeah, I wish they weren't so dark. That's really the problem with these cards is they're just kind of just dark. If they popped a little bit more color, like, oh man, I don't even know, like, here, grab, let's see, here we go. Like these are some of the Hatsune Miku cards I opened last night. These are Kaio printed cards. And you can see they've got the foiling on them and everything, but they managed to not be dark because they printed in 2 passes. So the foil is down below, and if you look, Hatsune, the character in the front, there's no foil over her, right? She was printed on top of it. So the foil was put down, and then she was printed on top, and because of that, the color pops a lot better. Whereas over here, you've got the color was printed, and then the foil was laid on top of that. And because of it, it kind of darkened everything, right? Whereas but that's cheap because they only do, it's like 1 pass. You print and you put the foil, you're done. Over here, you had to do color print, foil, color print, probably a seal on it, right? So probably like a 4 pass on this. Whereas here's 2 pass, right? This one's common back too. So Kaio cheaped out on that back as well. But this common back, also a very cheap way to print. But if I was making this set, right, and if I wanted to do this well, I would, in Photoshop, you would have the anime character and the car sort of as a layer above the background, and then you would print the background, print the foil, print the character in the car, stamp the words, right, because those are stamped in. That's how I would do this card. If you did that, it would look more like this. So, sorry. Anyway. Me talking way too much about card, and we're at like 45 minutes. I need to stop this video. All right, I'm going to end this video right here because we've gone on way too long already. Hope you enjoyed things, and yeah, have a great rest of your day. Bye-bye.